In this module, we will examine how to organize and plan skin diving excursions and look at some emergency situations and the best ways of dealing with them. Planning. We are at the end of the theory part of the course, and you are almost ready to begin your adventure in the waters all over the world. But we still have to examine an important aspect of skin diving: planning the excursions. The organization of the excursion is divided into 3 phases: advanced planning, preparation, on-site planning. The first step in organizing an excursion consists of deciding the objective of the excursion. The types of objectives are numerous, each with its own characteristic and diverse logistical solutions. On the basis of these choices, you must choose the buddy or buddies for this adventure. You should then choose the most suitable place for the excursion together. In the advanced planning stage, you must establish, depending on the type of excursion and location, the exact site, how to get into the water, and, more importantly, how to get out. It is essential to also establish an alternative site in case wind and sea conditions are not suitable. To do this, you should gather as much information as you can about the site and the underwater environment, such as the depth, type of seabed, temperature, the presence of currents, and any other useful information. Internet is an endless source of information, but it is not always reliable. Local diving centers and skin divers who are familiar with the site are other good sources. Some days before the excursion, you should check that all your equipment is in good order and have it repaired if necessary. The day before the excursion, you should pack your equipment. The best way is to put the equipment in the bag in reverse order to which you will need it. Finally, together with your buddies, agree on the signals and decide on some other details. For example, who will lead the excursion and what to do in case of difficulties. The points that you have learned up till now will come in useful. With experience, you will discover how keeping a diary of the important details and your impressions of the excursion will be of great help. This diary is the logbook. Problems during the excursion. Problems could arise in the water during a skin diving excursion. For beginners to the sport, the difficulty is realizing that something is going wrong before the problem occurs. If a problem does arise, you must stop. Breathe deeply if you can, think how to solve the problem, then act. A minor problem like swallowing water because you are not buoyant enough on the surface can easily be solved by taking off your weight belt. Always leave your mask on until you reach the shore of the boat. This will also prevent the mask being knocked off by the waves and it being lost. If you get out of breath, don't persist in swimming against the current, but ask for assistance. The effort of finning hard can easily cause cramp, a problem you already know how to solve. A potentially more dangerous situation is that of becoming entangled in fishing line, nets, or such like. Get your buddy's help immediately. If instead your fin strap breaks, you will have to swim with just one, using the techniques taught on this course you are now attending. Problems regarding equipment can all be prevented by checking the equipment periodically and replacing any worn parts before they break. In case of problems, do not act impulsively. Panic is a skin diver's worst enemy. For example, it is pointless struggling to free yourself if you've become entangled. The best thing to do is to get your buddy's help. In order to ensure your safety, only make excursions and free dives that are within your ability. Finally, it is important that you know how to help a buddy in difficulty and even administer first